ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं त्वं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीशाखान्वितं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णष्टाय श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी विचारे मुझे शून्यवाद पार्श्वदेश मुकम करोति वाचालं पन्निनंदयते गिरिं पातमंदे श्री गुरु श्री चैतन्य ईश्वर। हरे कृष्ण। So last week we entered chapter 1 of Bhagavad Gita. We are just starting, and this month, which is starting from today, so there are two calendars you might be knowing: lunar calendar and solar calendar. Solar calendar runs in a year; it takes 365 days. Lunar calendar takes around 350 days. So every year there is 11 days, 15 days difference comes, and by the end of 3 months, you are almost having a 1 month difference. So what happens is Surya Dev is sitting there waiting for moon to catch up. So that month, which is the waiting month, is known as Adhik Mas. Adhik Mas means that extra month in which moon is trying to catch up to solar eclipse, or not solar eclipse, but to solar calendar. And that's why this month was not very much respected, because it was an extra month which comes sometimes, and it is more like catching up thing. So it was also in Sanskrit known as Malamas. Malamas means not very auspicious. So in Shastras, if you see Vedic Shastras, everything is personified. If you see Surya, he is personified as Surya Dev. Right? Everything is a personification. Material world, who is the personification of material world? Durga Devi. Everything is a personification. So similarly, the personified Deva of Adhik Mas, or also known as Malmas, approached Krishna that everybody has rejected me. And that time, Krishna said, obviously, that jiska koi nahi uska Bhagwan. So Krishna said, I'll give you my name. And that month started to be known as Purushottam month. Purusha means Krishna, Supreme Purusha, and Uttama, topmost. And when A and U comes together, it becomes O, Purushottam month. So that month started to be known as Purushottam month. And today is the first day. And it is a very auspicious day to start or read Bhagavad Gita. especially chanting the holy names of the Lord, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and reading one song. It is known as Chaurashtakam. It is 8 words glorifying the stealing nature of Krishna. In material world, if you steal anything, to idhar aa jao na please. There are a lot of people who are going to come. So there, yeah. Whoever can come ahead, they should come ahead. Whoever wants to stay at the back, they can stay at the back. But we are expecting around 50 people to come today, based on RSCPs. So, okay, I lost. Where was I? Chaurashtakam. This is very. So in material world, if you steal anything, it's not appreciated. But when Krishna does anything, it is glorified. When Krishna, if you run away from the battlefield, you have been considered as coward. But when Krishna runs away from the battlefield, he is known as Ranchor. He is glorified as Ranchor. The very beautiful first verse of Chaurashtakam. Maybe if you want, you can follow along with me. Chaurashtakam. Take your songs. I'll just sing. You can just see. Braje prasiddham navanita choram gopangananam chadukula choram aneka janmarjita papa choram choraganyam purusham namami. Like there are 8 verses glorifying the stealing nature of Krishna. This first verse. So Ashtakam means 8. Ashta Sakhi 8. So like that 8 verses were there. It was written by, I think, Bilvamangal Thakur, who wrote these prayers. What it means? Braje Prasiddham. There is a place called Brajadham, and there is a very popular person there, Prasiddham. He is very popular. And this guy, who is very popular, he is a butter thief. Navanita. Some people have this name, Navneet. What it means is butter. Chauram. He is a butter thief. Chori karta hai. But butter thief so theek hai, you can steal butter, it is okay. No, this guy is too much. He also steals the Gopangana, the Angavastra of gopis. He steals that also. Right? So Bilvamangal Thakur is like saying like that. No, not just stealing of the butter. He also steals the dresses of the gopis. You see that pastime, right? Still that place in Vrindavan is there. The stealing of the gopis, vastras were done. Dukula Chauram. No, this is not the end. Aneka Janmarjita Papa Choram. Whatever sins you have accumulated over the periods of lifetimes, even that he steals away. Aneka Janma Arjita. Jitna bhi Arjit kiya hai. Janma after Janma. What? Papa. Chauram. To such a person, Chaura Graganyam Purusham Namam. To that person, I offer my humble obeisances. Bilvamangal Thakur is singing these prayers. So this prayer, it's 8 verses only. If possible, we should try to chant this. Read the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, because the chapter name of 15th chapter is Purushottam Yoga. Krishna gave his own name to the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And we should try to chant the holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So very fortunate that it is the first day and we are getting to read from Bhagavad Gita. It is said that we have so much Vedic scriptures, right? So many are there. And it's not possible to read everything. Because so much time goes in Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, और क्या है? इतना time जाता है अपना. What is going in the news channels? उस पे time जाता है. So time नहीं है. Busy. We are busy. So then there's something called Vedanta. Vedanta means what is the conclusion of all the Vedas. And Shastras say there are 3 texts which talks about the conclusion of all the Vedas. First is Vedanta Sutra, which was written after all the Vedas was written by whom? Kisne likha? Yes. Vyasadeva, Srila Vyasadeva. But Srila Vyasadeva thought that, realized that it was complicated. It was very, very succinct, very terse. So he realized that nahi ho payega logon se. Too much to handle. So he wrote a natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra. He wrote a commentary on Vedanta Sutra himself. Commentary likhte na? So he wrote a commentary on Vedanta Sutra in the form of stories, explaining the same things, but in terms of stories. We say no, facts tell, stories sell. It's easier for people to understand things through stories. And that book to be known as, what was it known as? Srimad Bhagavatam. And then he also wrote Bhagavad Gita, which is part of Mahabharata. So these three texts are considered as Vedanta Sutra, which discusses about the conclusion of all the Vedas. In fact, if you read 15th chapter, you will see the 15th chapter is summarized by one of the book called Katha Upanishad. It talks about the inverted binary tree. 15th chapter talks about inverted binary tree. So we see that whatever Upanishads, whatever you have heard about, Sar, essence of all that is in Bhagavad Gita. That's why Bhagavad Gita is also known as Gita Upanishad. Gita Upanishad. So Bhagavatam, Vedanta Sutra and Bhagavad Gita. Now what we are reading is Bhagavad Gita. And we are just starting. Just shuru kar rahe hain. First 3 verses we did last time, we'll do it again. Just summarizing it. And then from 4th verse, we will start our today's section. It's all, first chapter is all about stories. Especially the first half till 21st verse. It's all about stories. And sometimes some people say, why should we even read first chapter? First chapter तो क्या कृष्ण बोल नहीं रहे, मेन तो कृष्ण का गीत है, right? भगवद गीता means कृष्ण का गीत. So first chapter we should not even read it. Side में करो उसको, right? But Acharya explained the first chapter is like a plate container on which various items are kept. So you can't eat through your hand. You need some plate. So the first chapter gives you a platform so that you can appreciate what is mentioned in various other chapters, which are considered as items, food items. Now the Acharya explained. And also it is explained that the entire Bhagavad Gita is divided primarily into 3 parts. First 6 chapters talks about Karma Yoga. How a person for whom work is worship, वो thought process है कि बस काम करो, बस काम करते रहो, work hard, party harder. वो सब फंडे हैं लाइफ के. So how to bring him to Bhakti Yoga from Karma Yoga. First 6 chapters talks about that. Last 6 chapters talks about कि ये सब कर्म और सब छोड़ो, just understand ज्ञान. वैसा thought process है. भक्ति भी नहीं, सिर्फ ज्ञान, right? Develop knowledge. If that kind of perspective is that, how to bring that person from jnana to bhakti. And that's why the last 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita is little bit complicated. Right now we are doing 15th chapter. That is also inverted binary tree. Local inverted binary tree kaise. So it's a little bit hard. And 13th chapter is the toughest in that Bhagavad Gita. We'll come to that slowly. And the middle 6 chapters are considered as Bhakti Yoga, which is directly Krishna is talking about what we should do in life. So first 6 chapters talks about Karma Yoga, how to come to Bhakti Yoga. Last 6 chapters talks about Jnana Yoga, how to come to Bhakti Yoga. And middle 6 chapters talks about primarily about Bhakti Yoga. And this Bhagavad Gita is also very much nicely placed exactly in the middle of the entire Mahabharata. And there are 2 examples, contemporary example and ancient example is given of these 3 divisions. How Baldev Devashan writes, he's one of the sages, he writes in his commentary that how the jewel box. So the base is considered as the Karma Yoga, the top part is considered as Jnana Yoga, and the middle ka jo jewel hai, that is Bhakti Yoga. But ये सब old style है और सोना में महंगा हो गया. So contemporary example is of a cream biscuit. समझा? So lower part is Karma Yoga, the upper part is Jnana Yoga, but बीच का जो cream है, that is Bhakti Yoga. बचपन में पढ़ते ना, ऊपर का नीचे का मम्मी तुम खाओ, cream ऊपर खाएंगे. Right? So now we are entering the first chapter and first 6 chapters of Gita. Okay. So here first, I'm checking the time. So first, Dhritarashtra, we are going to have a movie night also today. So 11:30, someone reminds me, if I go over, you tell me, Prabhu, we are supposed to do movie. So we are going to see one video. How many of you don't understand Hindi at all? कि पल्ले ही नहीं पढ़ रहा है क्या हिंदी में क्या है? How many of you are such that they will not understand Hindi at all? Okay, because this movie is in Hindi, but it's very very sweet. So we'll see that. Huh? Okay. Whenever I digress, I forget what. Dhritarashtra. So Dhritarashtra first verse is starting with a question to Sanjay that what happened in the Kurukshetra war, and when is he asking this question? Which day? 10th day. Bhishma has already been killed. Almost. He is on the Shayya. After that, Sanjay comes to Dhritarashtra and said that Bhishma has been killed by Arjuna. And then Dhritarashtra asked, what is happening there? Tell me, Vistar se. Tell me everything what is happening. So this part is Bhagavad Gita comes out of the 10th day. Okay, in the Bhishma Parva. So Dhritarashtra is asking to Sanjay, what happened between my sons and sons of Pandu? And that's where Acharya explained in detail that why this question? It's a repeated question. कि how can you say what is happening between my sons and sons of Pandu? क्या करेंगे? लड़ाई करेंगे? रेस्टोरेंट जाके क्या खाएंगे? खाएंगे. So this why is he asking this question? Because he was scared. It's a place of Dharma Kshetra. So he wanted that fight to happen. He was scared that Kauravas might flip in that place of Kurukshetra, which is also Dharma Kshetra. So then after that, Sanjay is saying that their entire military is being formed by both the sides. And now Duryodhan is going towards Dronacharya. And why is going towards Dronacharya? He wants to talk. थोड़ा उसको pep talk देने का है. जैसे शाहरुख खान देता है वो टीम को 70 मिनट. तो वैसे ये बंदा भी दुर्योधन is also giving some pep talk to Dronacharya. See this army. This is the army. ऐसे करके. So we'll see that army. And why not to Bhishmadev? Because Bhishmadev was cool. He was part of the system. So वो इतना पलटेंगे नहीं. But Dronacharya was not part of the kull. So he was outsider, and also he had a very lot of love for Arjuna. So he thought कि इसको पहले थोड़ा सा ठीक करना पड़ेगा. So he goes to Dronacharya, right? And then in the third verse, he says to Dronacharya, "Oh Acharya, Pashyaitan Panduputrana. See that army, Chamvyudham, which was the Vyuha Rachna that was done on the first day. We discussed last time. Vajra. And Kaurav ka kya tha? Sarvatomukha. So there were various. We discussed, right, how during different times in sport also we have different formations of the fields. So like that, different times there was different formations of the armies. Conch, view, like that various formations were done. On the first day it was Vajra and Sarvatomukha. So anyways, so now Dronacharya is saying to Arjuna, Duryodhan is saying to Arjuna, Duryodhan is saying to Dronacharya that Pashyaitan Panduputranam, look at the army of Panduputra created by Drishtadyumna. But he is not saying Drishtadyumna. He is saying Drupada Putrena. Why? To remind him. He is Drupada Putra whom you taught the entire Dhanurvidya. And you gave him the Dhanurvidya, now he is against you only fighting. And he is the same person जिसके साथ तुम्हारा पंगा था बचपन से. Right? वो सब लोचे हुए थे. We discussed last time. We will not go into detail. So he is indirectly reminding him all that. Why he is doing that? To poke him. Right? So see, if any kind of thing you want to get it done, it's mentioned, you might all know, there are 4 ways. Sama, Dama, Danda and Bheda. Right? सबको पता है. Sama means क्या? समझाना. Please, ले आओ ना, खाना बना लो ना. Something like that. Right? Sama. Dama means you give some money. Please, do get this thing done for me. Danda means you punish him. Right? That if you don't do, then I will like fear. And Bheda means you try to create differences. So Duryodhan was the most political person. He didn't use any of the previous 3 things. What he used directly? Bheda. He wanted to create differences. How? By saying that these are the people who are fighting against you. Understand? So now we will start the 4th. First 3 understood what we discussed. Now we will start with the 4th verse. This is the verse that we are going to start today with. Okay. You can repeat after me. These are all, first chapter is all, the verses are formed in a meter known as, it's in Sanskrit, known as Anushtup. Anushtup. Isme, it has 32 syllables, 8 syllables in each quadrant. There are 4 padas, and in each pada it will be 8 syllables. Very perfectly, 8 into 4, 32. Famous song that you would have heard in this 4 pada is, you know, बोलो, famous verse in this 4 pada. नहीं वो तो है, उससे भी famous. नहीं भगवता ऐसे नहीं, outside. We just sang in the just before that. इतना भी clue दिया मैंने. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, कितना हुआ? 8 हुआ ना? 8 syllable. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. 1 8. Hare Rama, Rama. So this is the 8 perfectly made 32 syllables, and like that. Most of the first chapter is full of 32 syllables. Anushtup. There are many in the Vrajra, Upajati. There are many. Will not go into detail. 15th chapter has some of them. 11th chapter has more in detail. Okay. So you can repeat after me. Atra Shura Maheshwasa. See, these are the words mentioned in Shastras. So we should have a lot of enthusiasm. Atra Shura Maheshwasa. Bhimarjuna Samayudhi. Yuyudhano Viratascha. Drupadascha Maharata. Quick book, you can do that. So, now who is talking now? Who is speaking? Duryodhana. To whom? Dronacharya. And who is relaying this information? Sanjay. To Dhritarashtra. And original, who is the discussion that's happening between a Rishi and Janmejaya? That's where the Mahabharata is getting spoken. For उसमें layer after layer है. So Janmejaya and Rishi is talking. Rishi is talking about the discussion between Dhritarashtra and Sanjay. And Sanjay is talking about the discussion between Duryodhana and Dronacharya. So he's saying Atra. Atra means यहाँ देखो. यहाँ कौन है? सामने बोल रहे. सामने. See, who all are there? Shura. They are Shura. They are very great personalities. They are not coward. They are all great personalities. They are upyukt. They are saksham in using the astra and shastra. They are very, very good in using all these weapons. Okay. So, since we discussed astra and shastra, what is the difference between astra and shastra?
Astra is defense offense. No.
Defense offense. Wow.
So, astra is one something that you can fly. Something that
astra means that you can fly. Fly means you can throw.
Like,
and shastra is that you are supposed to use in the hand and fight. So talwar is a shastra. You can throw also, but primarily is फिर gada is shastra. जब fight with a pillow, astra. I'm just kidding. Okay, so shastra is talwar, gada, all this. Astra is, can you give an example?
steel.
छोटे मोटे चीजें से हम खेलते नहीं हैं. Yes. So bow, arrow, all these are astra and shastra. So astra is that which is thrown, and shastra is that which we hold and we fight. तो ऐसे ही येरा वेरा ऐसे करके कोई word नहीं use करते. अस्त्र शस्त्र. There is a meaning. Astra and shastra. So they were very, very good in using these weapons. Using these weapons of astra and shastra. They're on the fourth verse of the first chapter. Then he's saying Maheshwasa. Maheshwasa means it is divided into three parts. It's combined. Three words are there which is combined to one word. Maha, Ishu and Asa. Maha, Ishu and Asa. When Maha and Ishu comes together, A and E comes together, it becomes A. पता है याद है. So it becomes A. So Mahesh हो गया. ठीक है. और क्या example है? कोई पता है? A और या A और E comes together and becomes A. Naresh. Sahi, right? Then Parameshwar. Parama and Ishwar becomes Parameshwar. So we have to also understand why this, right? So then Mahesh. So like that, we say Maheshwasa. Ishu and Asa comes together, becomes Maheshwasa. So Maha, Ishu and Asa. Maha, Ishu and Asa means Mahan. Maha means Mahan. Ishu means arrow. And Asa means that arrow, that thing which is used to throw the arrow. What is that? Bow. So they are great bowmen. Understood why Maheshwasa means great bowman? Maha means great. Ishu means arrow. And Asa means that which is used to throw the arrow. So that is bow. So he's saying, Duryodhana is saying, these are all great personalities, they are great bowmen. That time you used to show your valor, that how heavy you can hold or how heavy the bows are. Bow and Gandhi. Like Arjuna's bow was known as Gandiva, उसका नाम था. उसका भी नाम था. उसके शंख का नाम था देवदत्ता. कृष्ण के शंख का नाम क्या था? पांचजन्य. We'll see that today. Not today, in the future sessions. सबके नाम रहते हैं. So like that time when someone was holding, how you know he's a valor? By how strong his, how big his, or his heavy his bow is. like or gada is Bhima's gada was very heavy. अभी के जमाने में क्या होता है, you see in the movies कितना भारी वो गन लेके ऐसे डुडुडुडु कर रहे हैं, तो लगता है हाँ बंदे में दम है, और वो फटाक से ऐसी शूट खत्म हो रख देगा नीचे, हाथ दर्द हो रहा है, और उस टाइम पे ऐसा नहीं था, they used to hold it for a longer time. और in cricket we see heavy bat people use, तो अरे हाँ बंदे में दम है ऐसा कुछ. So now द्रोणाचार्य को Duryodhana is saying these people are great bowmen, so heavy they are using the bows and how they are, all these people are like whom? Two people he's talking about here, Bhima and Arjuna. He's not directly saying, because that if he says directly Bhima and Arjuna, then in the entire office side will start thinking that continuously he's thinking about it. People who are fearful of, if you're fearful of someone, you will keep thinking about it. Right now we are very fearful of some person, DT abbreviation, then we are very scared of him. Right? So like that, this guy was scared of whom? Bhima and Arjuna. So he's saying these people are like Bhima and Arjuna, they are so strong. Bhima he was scared of, समझ में आता है, because बचपन की दुश्मनी थी. But why Arjuna? Because in Matsya, in the Virat war, alone Arjuna had sort of defeated all the Kauravas, including Bhishma, Drona, Kripacharya, everyone he had defeated. So Duryodhana remembered that कि ये बंदा, you know, he's like Sachin Tendulkar of the Indian cricket team. अभी तो कोई और होगा. I used to watch cricket before 2014, so I know those players only. So he's saying that these people are like Bhima and Arjuna, very very great personalities, and he was scared about them. That is the reason he is also going to Dronacharya. So see, these are like, now today we are going to discuss all these personalities who are like Bhima and Arjuna, very very strong people. And here also we see Sandhi, Bhima and Arjuna. When Bhima ka A and Arjuna ka A comes together, it becomes Bhima Arjuna. These are all Sanskrit grammar. If you want to remember, it's okay. If you don't forget, it's okay. No tension. So Bhima Arjuna Samayudhi. These Yodhas are like Bhima and Arjuna. They are that कुछ level में हम लोग का. So Duryodhana is telling to Dronacharya, please understand who all are there in front of you. And why is naming all this? Because these are all people connected with Dronacharya somehow. We will see how. So first person he's talking about is Yuyudhana. Yuyudhana is another name is Satyaki. Yuyudhana another name is Satyaki. So Satyaki was a part of Yaduvamshi. He was a Yaduvamsha. He was the only person other than Pandavas who remained even after the war. Now everybody got killed except Satyaki. Satyaki remained even after the entire war was over. He was there. He got killed in the Maushali Leela. This explanation in Bhagavatam 10th canto, 11th canto will not go there. But he was a very very dear. He used to have high respect for Yudhishthira. In fact, at the time of Rajasuya Yajna, he was holding the Chhatri over Yudhishthira Maharaj. And Kshatriya don't do all this. This is like a servant work. But he was doing it just because he had so much love for Yudhishthira Maharaj. Satyaki was a great, one of the most important Yodha of that entire Pandav assembly. Our entire Pandavas, entire army was there. And there was one famous fight that is there, which you will not see in fact, one side note, Abhimanyu ka Shraddha. Who did you know? Satyaki. But in B.R. Chopra, something else is shown. That's why when we see all these serials, especially, we should see with a bag of salt, not grain of salt. With a bag of salt. काफी कुछ इसमें गड़बड़ होता है. And there was a very very important battle that was fought between Satyaki and Bhurishrava. He is again one of the person from Kauravas. You will see in 9th or 10th verse you will see Bhurishrava name coming. Bhurishrava was one of the most important person even in Kauravas army. And when Satyaki and Bhurishrava were fighting together, there was a situation where Bhurishrava was about to kill Satyaki. And Satyaki's guru was Arjuna. So then that was the time when Arjuna was about to kill Jayadratha. You know why, that story, right? Abhimanyu का लोचा हुआ था, फिर उसने बोला कि I'll kill Jayadratha, otherwise I'll enter into fire. So, and that time Dronacharya wanted to also kidnap Yudhishthira Maharaj so that the war can get over. वो सब कुछ चल रहा था. By the time Bhishma had already been killed. So you see in the Mahabharata, the Parva is known as Bhishma Parva, Drona Parva, Karna Parva, Shalya Parva. You know why? Because in Kaurava side, उनके जो सेनापति थे वो बदलते जा रहे थे continuously. But in Pandava's army, the commander-in-chief never was changed. वो ऐसे के तैसे ही थे. They were there till then. But in Kaurava's army, things were changing because उड़ रहे थे, मतलब people were dying one after another. Huh? So, yeah. So Arjuna was busy fighting with Jayadratha, and all the people were supposed to protect Yudhishthira Maharaj. But when Yudhishthira Maharaj came to know that Arjuna might be in trouble alone, he's fighting against the entire Kaurava army. So he told Satyaki, you go and fight with, you also support Arjuna, because he also has to kill Jayadratha. So that time, Satyaki said, along with him, Krishna is there. Don't worry. You know. But then Yudhishthira Maharaj said, no, you should support him. I'll take care of myself. Then Satyaki left, and he told Bhima, you be with Yudhishthira Maharaj, I will go with them. So then Satyaki also went, and he was willingly fighting with entire Kaurava army along with Arjuna. Now it's not easy. You're fighting with 11 Akshauhinis. It's a lot of army you're fighting against. So Satyaki was getting tired a little bit, and that's when the fight with Bhurishrava happened. And Bhurishrava and Satyaki's lineage already had some ठसन among each other. पहले से कुछ चल रहा था. So this war which was there, सब लोग अपना अपना भी बदला निकालने वाले थे इधर. So Bhurishrava and Satyaki had a very intense fight for a long time, and finally Bhurishrava was about to kill Satyaki, and that time Krishna told Arjuna that Arjuna, I think today your disciple is going to get killed. And Arjuna that time realized, hey, my disciple is Satyaki and he's having a. So then, as soon as Bhurishrava was about to kill Satyaki, Arjuna, even without warning Bhurishrava, that time this was the code of conduct. कि बिना बोले ऐसे तुम बॉम्ब में नहीं फेंकते हो. You inform the person. So even without informing, he threw an arrow using his bow, and then it went and killed or cut the hand of Bhurishrava. And Bhurishrava suddenly saw that who did that, because it's not allowed in the war. So then he used, this is all mentioned in Mahabharata. Vyasji writes, I was reading yesterday. So there he writes, he tells to Arjuna, who taught you this? Did Dronacharya taught you this? Because why? Because he was a Dhanur Guru. He taught Dhanurveda. Or then he said, did Kripacharya taught you this? Because he was a Veda Guru. He taught him all the Vedas. Or did Indra taught you this? Because Indra was his father, sort of, Arjuna. Who taught you this? And then he said, no. Krishna would only have taught you this. In Duryodhana's army, everybody thought that he's a cheater. Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, among the among the cheaters, I am the biggest cheater. Krishna says in 10th chapter. So Krishna Khudi is saying, for dharma, Krishna is ready to do anything. Krishna is dharma. And then Arjuna says, you don't teach me about all this, what is right and what is wrong. When Abhimanyu was killed, that time, where was your rules of combat? So like that, this Bhurishrava felt little guilty. I only did so many mistakes. How can I teach him all this? So then he decided, I will now enter into Samadhi. So now when Acharyas or Rishis, when they take Samadhi, what they do? They have a nice deer skin or something. But when Kshatriyas take Samadhi, his asana was the arrows of bed. So if you search Bhurishrava, you will see arrows of bed around him. Because his asana was arrows of bed. And that's how he was about to take Samadhi. Satyaki saw that and he killed Bhurishrava. That pastime is a very, very important section of the entire Mahabharata. So the first time where Pandavas also didn't follow the rules. And everybody gave ill names to Satyaki. That how can you do like this? He was about to take Samadhi. And Satyaki said, same thing, that don't talk to me about rules of combat. You are the guys who started. And Satyaki was a very, very important soldier. This is the same person who is known as Yudhana. So, and then he killed Bhurishrava. So that time Kshatriyas used to take next level of vows and all that. Arjuna took vow. Bhurishrava is keeping asana as arrows. You see Draupadi, he wanted to wash his hair with a shampoo of blood. So level देखो इनका shampoo use करने का, right? Like she wanted to use a shampoo which is Rakta, blood of Dushasan. So this Kshatriyani, like these are next level of people. So Yudhana, Viratascha. Who is Virata? Huh? Yeah, Virata is Raja, but from the same place where the 5 Pandavas had taken shelter incognito for 1 year. That time, because these Pandavas were so valiant, everybody, even Pandavas knew there is no way we can hide ourselves. Anyone who just sees us will understand that these are Pandavas. It's like very popular. Not like popular through YouTube and Instagram, but because of their bodily feature only one can understand. These are some great Kshatriyas. So then Yudhishthira Maharaj had to do a lot of yajna or a lot of tapasya, and then Durga Devi gave him the blessings that for 1 year nobody will be able to find who you are. And that's when they took shelter under Virata Naresh, basically Matsya Naresh, and there Yudhishthira Maharaj became what? Kanka, where he said that I used to play Chaucer with Yudhishthira Maharaj, so that then he said, okay, you become Kanka at my place, I'll play with you. Bhima became Vallabh. People who like to eat nicely, they are very good cooks in general. Otherwise, if people who are not very good in eating, what they will do for them when they are making some kaju katli, उसमें काजू के बदले डालेंगे सिंग, बोले सब सेम ही है, सफेद सफेद, कोई टेंशन नहीं. But people who are, who have that taste, they will know what to. So Bhimasen became Vallabh. He became the kitchen in charge. Arjuna became Brihan Lalla, because of that entire Urvashi story. Will not go there. He became Brihan Lalla, eunuch. And then Nakula became Granthi. And Sahadev became he was taking care of cow. Like that. So all the 5 people, they were staying there for 1 year. And later on, when Virata, he came to know, these were the people, he actually asked for a lot of forgiveness. And he was really very scared of Bhimsen. Because he has a lot of chastised Bhimsen left, right. He was thinking, अब तक खाना पका रहा था मेरे को पका देगा. He was so scared. He was asking for forgiveness. That if I would have said something, you please forgive me. Like that. And that story goes. So Virata also was there. And Virata also was killed by Dronacharya. Then next is Yudhana we discussed. Virata we discussed. Next is Drupada. वो तो कैसे भूल सकते, right? Entire story is there of how they were both learning under Bharadwaj Muni. Both Dronacharya and Drupada. But then Dronacharya then took Dhanurvidya from Parshuram. Parshuram, Bhishma they also took from him. And then Drupada went somewhere else. And then later on, he asked for 1 cow. He said, Barabari mein hoti hai dosti. Then all that happened. So Drupada also got killed by Dronacharya. So he's saying all these people are there. See this. And he also indirectly saying Satyaki, the Shishya is fighting on the side of Guru. Who is Guru? Arjuna. But see, your Shishya is not fighting with you. He's fighting against you. So indirectly he is poking Dronacharya. So what we're discussing. And these are all Maharathi. These are all Maharathi. Next time, we don't have so much time. Next time we'll discuss what is Maharathi, Atirati, or Ardharati, or Rati. All these terminologies means we'll discuss next time. We don't have so much time. So, who wants to read the translation? Okay, let me just go back. So, when we just hear about these personalities, because they are connected with Krishna, we get Sukrutis. So, we should hear about them also, not just run through the verses. It is good to know about them. Okay, who wants to read the translation? Shavni, please go ahead.
Here in this army are many heroic bowmen, equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna, great fighters like Yudhana, Virata, and Drupada.
So they are like Bhima and Arjuna, and 3 people have been mentioned. Yudhana, Virata, and Drupada. Yudhana, other name is? Satyaki. Satyaki. Okay. Purport. Let's read the purport. Who wants to read? Okay, good. So, what's your name?
Rahat.
Your name is Rahat. What is your name?
Pala.
Oh, I got confused. Okay.
Even though Drishtadyumna was not a very important obstacle in the face of Dronacharya's very great power in the military art, there were many others who were causes of fear. They are mentioned by Duryodhana as great stumbling blocks on the path of victory because each and every one of them was formidable as Bhima and Arjuna. He knew the strength of Bhima and Arjuna, and thus he compared the others with them.
Thank you. We'll go to the next verse now. Now we'll rush through. Main thing was the top 3 ones. We'll discuss. दृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः
दृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः
काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान्
काशीराजस्य वीर्यवान्
पुरुजित् कुन्तिभोजश्च
पुरुजित् कुन्तिभोजश्च
शैब्यश्च नरपुङ्गव.
शैब्यश्च नरपुङ्गवः.
So one thing, like how I said in Kaurav's army, there were a lot of commander-in-chief, right? In Pandava's army also there was planned. कि अगर he will be killed, then he will be the commander-in-chief. It is like this. So there were 7 commander-in-chief which was planned in Pandava's army. मौका मिला नहीं, होता ना कैप्टन लुक नहीं तो तुम नहीं, but कभी रिटायर हुआ नहीं तो. So who were the commander-in-chief that was supposed to happen? One was Drishtadyumna. That was already there. Second was Satyaki was supposed to be there as commander-in-chief. Virata, Drupada, कितना हो गया 4. Then Drishtaketu was another commander-in-chief was supposed to happen. Then Shikhandi, you know Shikhandi, famous guy, है ना Shikhandi. And 7th was Sahadev. This Sahadev was some other Sahadev. But anyways, so the point is these are the 7 people who were assigned. If in case someone falls down, someone gets killed, then someone else will take the place. Like that, 7 personalities are there. Out of which Drishtaketu is here. Drishtaketu was who? Drishtaketu was the son of Shishupal. Shishupal got abode of Krishna by envy, by hatred. But Drishtaketu got Krishna's abode by love because he took the side of Pandavas. Pandavas army had 7 Akshavyunis. We discussed last time. Out of that, 1 full Akshavyuni was given by Drishtaketu himself. And द्रोणाचार्य को वो पोक कर रहे थे अगेन कि देखो पापा तो सही निकले, ये बेटा गड़बड़ निकला. बेटे पापा क्यों जिसने मारा उसका बेटा उन्हीं का साइड ले रहा है. So indirectly was poking around with द्रोणाचार्य. Drishtaketu Chekitanah, Kashiraj. He was the king of which place? Thank you. Right, he was the king of Kashi place. These are all Virya. They were all great personalities. Purujit and Kunti Bhoj, they were brothers. They were brothers of the father Kunti Bhoj. So Kunti Bhoj was the father also, and one of the sons' name was also Kunti Bhoj. जैसा होता है ना Thomas Junior. So वैसा it is that all the junior senior is coming from अपना हमारे शास्त्र से. So here also Kunti Bhoj was junior Kunti Bhoj, and Kunti Bhoj's sister was known as very easy hai Kunti, right? So Arjuna, so Kunti Bhoj and how Arjuna related as Mama Shri, Mama. So then Shabyash also, he also supposed to be there till the end. I mean, he fought and he was there till the end, but there is another parva after Karna Parva, I think. It's called Saptaki Parva. There's a place where Ashwatthama got really crazy after the entire Dronacharya was killed and everything happened. He got so crazy that he did again tapasya and he got the Vardhan by Lord Shiva that he will get a talwar. Till the time talwar is there in his hand, nobody can defeat him. And he got so crazy that he killed all the Pandavas' sons, 5 Pandavas' sons of Draupadi while they were sleeping. And he was so crazy, he even killed Shabyash and everyone. He went to the Pandavas' army and started killing in the night. So Shabya also got killed during that time. So these are all personalities. We will not go into detail. So someone can enter translation. Who wants to read?
There are also great, heroic, powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Chekitana, Kashiraj, Purujit, Kunti Bhoj, and Shaibya.
Yeah. So Purujit and Kunti Bhoj were killed by Dronacharya and their sons were killed by Ashwatthama. But after that entire incident, it's explained in Srimad Bhagavatam, after Ashwatthama, till the time he killed all these people while sleeping, Krishna still accepted it. There are a lot of rules that were broken. So, okay, you are breaking another rule. But Krishna really got angry when Ashwatthama was trying to kill Parikshit Maharaj in the womb. That time Krishna could not tolerate. Killing someone in the womb was intolerable by Krishna. And that time Krishna took out the money, that we know that story, right? Took out the money from Ashwatthama and he told that full life it will keep on hurting you. And then Ashwatthama realized his mistakes. Sometimes Arjuna asked Krishna, we will see in the future verse, he says that we know what is right and wrong. But still, why do we get so forced to do the wrong things? We know what is right and wrong, still we get forced to do the wrong things. And Krishna says that time to Arjuna, Kama esha, Krodha esha. There are two things, Arjuna, which causes you in the sense anyone, to not able to take the right decision. That is kama. Kama is greed in one sense. Lust, not in lust just between a man and a female, but lust also means extreme greed. Greed means greed, and extreme greed means lust. Huh? So he said kama esha, and second he says krodha. आतमादी सटक लीजिए ऐसा बोलते हैं ना अपन. So इस केस में Ashwatthama, he really got so angry he couldn't understand what is right and what is wrong. He was so angry, but then he realized his mistake later on, and then he did a lot of repentance. In Vishnu Purana, it is mentioned, Drauni Vyasa Bhavishyati. What does it mean? Drauni Vyasa Bhavishyati. In the future, Dronacharya's son, Ashwatthama, will become Vyasadeva. In the next Treta Yuga. Vishnu Purana writes that in the next Treta Yuga, this Ashwatthama will become Vyasadeva. Because Vyasadeva is a position. In this Kalpa, who is the Vyasadeva? Krishna himself. That's why you see in Srimad Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva is referred as Krishna Dwapayana Vyasadeva. Why? Because Krishna himself came in this to become Vyasadeva. And he is the one who is dividing the entire big Veda into various sections. So Ashwatthama, although he did a lot of lochas, lot of mistakes he did, but later on he went through. So Droni Vyasa Bhavishyati. Okay, we'll go ahead. We read the translation, right? Ashwati Mataji read. We'll go ahead. Okay, we have 3 minutes only. Let's go ahead. You can repeat after me. Yudhamanyuscha Vikranta
Ramanyusha Vikranta
Uttamojascha Viryavan
Uttamojasya Viryavan
Saubhadro Draupadeyascha
Saubhadro Draupadeyasya
Sarva eva Maharatha.
Sarva eva Maharatha.
So we'll skip the. Okay, let's read. There are Yudhamanyu is there, powerful Uttamoja is there. Then Saubhadra. Who is Saubhadra? Saubhadro. Who is Saubhadro? Son or Subhadra? Correct. Subhadra. Abhimanyu. Correct. But you are close. Abhimanyu. Right? Abhimanyu. So Saubhadra is Abhimanyu. Introducing Abhimanyu. Who was Abhimanyu's guru? Satyaki. In the previous verse you mentioned, right? Yuyudhana, Satyaki. So now Abhimanyu is going to enter into the Kaurava army. Which view was created? Chakravyu. I said, right, in different days, different view was there. In the first view was Vajra. After Bhishmadev was killed, then Dronacharya created a Chakravyu viewer. And in that, the only person who knew was Abhimanyu to enter. Abhimanyu was fighting against all the Kauravas at the same time. In fact, 100 dhanush or arrows were broken of Dronacharya alone. इधर एक के बंदे उस टाइम पे पैसे कितने लोग के पास, so much money was it. So 100 dhanush was killed of Dronacharya alone. अपना Shakuni was just about to get killed. Then Dronacharya, then all of them came together and started attacking Abhimanyu alone. That was the first time when rules of combat was taken on the side. And Abhimanyu was killed by Dushasan's son using a gada on the head, and Abhimanyu was killed. That's how Abhimanyu was killed. Someone might, but all the descendants of entire Pandavas and Yadus were killed except one person, that is Parikshit Maharaj. Why? Because Kalyuga had to enter, and these are so shurvik, they are so great that even if Kalyuga comes, Kalyuga will not be able to. Kali, personification of Kalyuga is Kali. She will not be able to strengthen her feet in this Kali Yuga. So that's why everybody had to leave. But only one person was there remaining, which was Parikshit Maharaj. So Saubhadra, Draupadeyas. Who was Draupadeyas? The 5 sons of Draupadi. If you want to see who are the 5 sons, names I can show you. Okay, let's read this section first. Who wants to read translation? When the 5 sons of Draupadi were killed? Same time as Shabyesh was killed. Saptaki Parva. After Karna Parva, that Parva came. That time all the others were killed. 5 Pandavas sons. sons of Pandava. So like the 17 people were mentioned by Drona, by Duryodhana towards Drona. If you want to know what is the names of the 5 sons of Draupadi, let me show you. This is written by Gita Bhush, by Baldev Vidyabhushan in Shainya Darshan. You see the name here? Shainya Darshan. But many acharyas give the first chapter name as Arjuna Vishada Yoga. So first chapter is divided in 2 parts. First half is Arjuna observing the battlefield, right? Shainya Darshan, he's taking Darshan. And second half is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. So some commentators you will see the name as Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Some people you will see naming it as Shainya Darshan. You see Gita Bhushan, Shainya Darshan. Huh? Okay, we are going to perfect. Draupadi here refers to the 5 sons of Draupadi. Okay, now it is in the same order as the Yudhishthir Maharaj and like that. So okay, everyone had one son. Huh? Who are the names? Pratibindya. This is the son of Shuddhasen. This is the son of bolo fast. Bhima Sen. Shuddhakirti. His son is he is the son of Arjuna. Shatanika. He is the son of Nakula. And Shutakarma. He is the son of. So like that, the 5 sons' name is there. It's mentioned by Baldev Vidyabhushan. Huh? Now, since we have come here, let's read this also. I'll read this. The difference between Maharatha, Atirata, Ratha, and Ardhiratha. We discussed it. Maharatha is named. So we'll discuss it quickly. A Maharatha, you are able to see here. Everybody is able to see?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kishori. A Maharatha is a man who can fight alone with 10,000 archers. Archers in Sanskrit means Yodha. Yodha. Who is expert in both weapons and scripture.
A man.
And Atirati is one who fights with unlimited troops.
A man.
A Rathi is one who fights with one opponent.
Man.
And one who does less than that, cannot deal with even one, is called as Ardharathi. Okay? So like that, all the sons of Draupadi were also killed after the war. By whom? Ashwatthama. Okay? We'll go back to the verse. Okay, let's do one more, then we'll end. This will just read. Asmakam tu vishishtaye
अस्माकं तु विशिष्टाये
Tani bodha dvijottama.
तानि बोध भुजोत्तमा
Dvija uttama. Dvija means twice born. When a Brahmana takes initiation, when any person takes initiation, takes diksha from a guru, he becomes Dvija. Okay, there is another term, another thing which is known as Dvija. Teeth is also known as Dvija. You see in Shastras, sometimes teeth is referred as Dvija. Kaiko? By? Second word. 2 बार होते हैं ना, एक बार दूध के दांत गिर गए ऐसा बोलते हैं ना, तो that is Dvija. Also one more is known as Dvija. Birds. Why birds are known as Dvija?
One is egg.
हाँ, अरे इतना सोच क्यों रहे हैं? We are all right. Birds में अंडे होते हैं, फिर वहां से एक और निकलते हैं. So 2 times. That's why all is Dvija. Dvi means 2, Ja means Janma. Huh? Dvija. Dvijottama. Nayaka mama sainyasya. Nayaka mama sainyasya.
नायकामः सैन्यस्य
Samnatham tam brivimite.
सम्राटं तान्
Bravimite. Who wants to read the translation?
But for your information, O best of the Brahmanas, let me tell you about the captains who are especially qualified to lead my military force.
Right now, from next week. Next week is holiday. Sorry, we have long weekend. We are also leaving for New Orleans. So next week, we are going to discuss now. अभी तो सब इनका discuss हो गया पांडवा के आर्मी का. Now we'll discuss in a short the Kaurava army. We'll see. So now Duryodhana is already saying, ये तो हो गया तुम्हारा. मैं अपना बताता हूँ हमारे यहाँ कौन कौन है. He's saying to Dronacharya. Okay. So now we will end here.